Greetings and Adzennies, g'day and welcome to Bar Sensei. How's it going, guys? Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good day. Let me quickly go back and check. Evie Stan, thank you so much for rejoining the Power of Love and Friendship. Welcome back, hope you're doing good. I appreciate it. And Cece, thank you for the gifted fishy as well. If you got the gifted fishy, please remember to thank them, but that is very generous. Thank you for keeping the emotes alive. I appreciate it. Today we are doing some fanfic reading. Yeah, I think there's about 6 of them to read today, so we'll be going through that. Then afterwards, who knows, maybe a little bit of Zatsu as well. I'm not sure exactly how long it will take, but hopefully it doesn't take too long. And if you guys don't know, I also posted the waiting room for tomorrow's hand cam. What you had for dinner? I had Thai food. Alright, guys, before we start, quick question. Do you notice anything different? Anyone notice anything different? Wait, Maria, how did you know? That's crazy. Wait, you actually guessed. Oh man, how did you know? That's crazy. How did you even see? I was like, man, alright. You know, I was going to do a whole bit about the Adzennies never paying attention, but I guess you guys do pay attention. Alright, thank you, Adzennies. The model in real life? This is Zoom in real life. What are you talking about? This is me, guys. I got a haircut. Maybe some of you notice, at least some Adzennies notice. But hashtag not all Adzennies. Never doubt us, we're too smart. Alright, I guess I can't say anything since you guys did spot it. I don't even know how, Maria. How did you know? Nice new haircut, thank you. I feel my blindness rivals yours. Oh no, poor mirror. That's very unfortunate. I mean, your walls of a cardboard box, not very big. But you know, I've always been intending to move out this cardboard box into like a castle and everything in Bar Sensei, but I don't think we've ever gotten around to making the castle in Minecraft. I was like, yeah, I'll move to that castle eventually once I build it. Next minute, a year later, we're still here in the cardboard box. Can some of us have rooms in the castle? Some of you. If you behave, sure. Why not? I'll make a big castle. Lots of rooms. I'm sure I can house all of the Adzennies if you guys want. A whole island and then castle. Look, I've been busy creating so much stuff for the Adzennies, I haven't had any time to make something for myself. Crazy, right? But I'm about to be the nicest Adzennies. How big do you think we need to make the castle to fit all of the Adzennies in it, guys? How many floors? How many rooms would we have? Well, you guys could, you know, you guys could share some of the rooms. It'll be like a little sleepover every time. How many rooms do we need? I don't even know. Alright. Tower Castle like in Jump King. Enough that we need an elevator. I'm not sure if I can make an elevator in Minecraft. At least not in the base Minecraft, I don't think, right? I mean, we could make, say, a water elevator. I know those are a thing, but maybe not like an elevator. How many Adzennies can sleep in a room? I guess it depends how big the rooms are as well. But I feel like there's quite a few of you guys that could fit in. I think. Alright. Well, eventually we'll get to building it, guys. But for now, I guess I'm stuck in a cardboard box. So if you're in my walls, you're literally in a cardboard box. Congratulations. But guys, how are we feeling? LA, less than 2 days, 1.5 days left to Lamentus debut, New Boys as well, and then only slightly more than a week to my 3D debut as well. Who's excited for all of the things coming up? And how many weeks here? 1, 2, 3. And about only 3 weeks? About 3 weeks away from our ravenous 1 year? That's crazy. Man. There's so much stuff. Yeah, it's only 3 weeks and a few days. 3 weeks and like 2 days-ish away till Ravenous 1 year. What do you mean 1 year? Yeah, guys, Ravenous' 1 year anniversary is like in 3 weeks and a couple of days. You guys know that, right? You guys definitely have it marked in you have it marked in your calendars, right? You wouldn't forget. Surely. You guys are 1 now? Not yet. Not yet. 3 weeks. About 3 weeks and then we will be. I even made my playlist for all of the FSP debuts to make my life easier. Nice, nice. You just had your half Annie 2 weeks ago. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, it only feels like, say, 2 months ago or something we had our half year, but no. It's been almost half a year now. That's crazy. I marked it now. Well, thank you for putting in the calendar. Mark it down 16th and 17th of November. Those days are like our 1 year. It can be either way, depending on time zones and everything, but normally like 16th to 17th of November is our 1 year anniversary. Although I guess maybe, who knows, we'll see. You guys would just have to wait for like when we make announcements about what we're doing and stuff for that. Cannot spoil anything yet, guys. I have to keep everything a little hush-hush for now. You guys already have lots of things to look forward to already. You know, you have curious to see what you prepare for your anniversary. There's so much stuff. So much stuff to prepare for everything, guys. Not just that, like, you know, we have our anniversary, but we also have our membership anniversary coming up at the end of the year as well, which is going to be a big thing as well. 1 year old now? Almost. Almost. And then I really gotta lock in. Once I come back from Japan, guys, I gotta lock in so hard. I gotta work my butt off to make sure I finish everything so I can get my 2.0 love video done in time. You know, I want to share this story that we're gonna share together. We're locking in, so very busy. 2.0. You're gonna look so handsome, I can't wait. You don't know that. What if my 2.0 just looks super scary, okay? Look, before I can transform into any kind of 2.0 version, you know, I've got to focus and think of a proper vision for me to transform into and use my magic and everything, you know. It's a tedious process. Anything could go wrong. You know, so it's easier if I get designers and other artists to like help me create that vision so that I can transform. That's how magic works, guys, you know. As long as it's less complicated to draw. It is less complicated to draw. I can tell you that. I'll have to power up and transform into that form afterwards. But I'm pretty sure. From an artist's point of view, it's still really nice, don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be much easier to draw than this current one. I know this current one, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot. You'll be a hear me out if you look scary. Are you already meant to be scared? I mean, yeah, of course. I am already terrifying. Boo. Your thumbnail is something? Yes. The thumbnail. Wait, say no more. His fit is too complicated. Just draw him shirtless. I mean, look, I'm never gonna say no to you guys drawing me shirtless, okay? If you guys want to draw me shirtless, go ahead and draw me shirtless. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to draw the new fit, you know, the designers, artists, they're working hard on kind of creating a vision for me to look at. The more I see the vision, you know, the more I can transform more accurately into it in the future. You know, I feel like I can't wear the same clothes all the time. I gotta change it up a little bit. I feel like it's gonna become FSP tradition to have super intricate designs for the OG fits, and then 2.0 makes artists wanna at least give up. Well, I feel like mine though, to be honest, my outfit is definitely the most intricate outfit in all of FSP. In terms of the details and amounts of things that you need to pay attention to when you draw. As an artist, just looking at all of the 15 boys, my current outfit, these clothes that I wear, I definitely, you know, it's a little over the top, but, you know, blame Infra, not me. Okay, you can, I didn't even think of half of these, okay? Infra just wanted me to be all, you know, shiny and sparkly and make lots of noise. You know. But I'm not sure why the microphone doesn't pick up when I move around, but there should be kind of like the noise of like wind chimes and everything when I move around. It just, for some reason, noise cancellation's too good, guys. You can't hear it. Poor Emperor catching strays. He, you know, he liked his fashion, but he was, you know, he went a little ham on my outfit. I'll never draw you in your current state outside of chibi face and headless body. I mean, fair. That's okay. You know, you can always draw me shirtless. I appreciate that too. It's the feathers, the necklace, and the patterns of the coat. 100%. The feathers do make everything look a lot more scary to draw this outfit than what it should be. And then I guess the pattern on the coat also does make it look more complicated. But if you kind of break it down, it's not too bad until you start adding more detail. But like, you know, if you slowly break it down, it's less intimidating. But I can see why just at a glance it is very intimidating, because look at all of this. I can't draw anatomy, so I'll put your head on muscle cap body. Uh-huh. I think even outside of FSP, but that's what makes your model stand out. You know, I feel like my 2.0 design that the artists are working on, I think that will also stand out, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I think we're cooking so hard. We're cooking. I don't know how gonna take a lot of my magic power to like do the full transformation, because you know, these colors are kind of, they're sort of like fabricated magic, you know. It's a weird kind of magic. Emperor designed it, then I had to use my magic powers to bring it to life. But that's kind of what's happening for the future as well. But I think my new 2.0 outfit is gonna be very unique, guys. It's still gonna be really unique. It's gonna be you know, all I can say is you guys, I think, will really appreciate it. It's not, you know, once again, I'm not simplifying it just for the sake of like simplifying it, you know. It's still got a really good design. I'm just making it like, yeah, I can't even describe it without spoiling anything. Altus 2.0 is, no, I would say definitely less complicated than this current outfit. It will be easier to draw, but I can't give away too many details on why and everything. But I don't know, I feel like you guys would draw it more. I know that a lot of artists out there, you guys are just waiting for me to get a different outfit or something so you can draw me. It's kind of like when I made Odysseus, when I you know, used my magic to disguise myself as Odysseus, there was so much art. I was kind of happy as well, but like there was so much art. And I know Odysseus, like I purposely made him a lot simpler to draw and everything, but like there was so much art of Odysseus when I revealed him as well. So I know there's a lot of people who want to draw me, but they're like, let's wait till we get something simple. So you know, I feel like this is still, my 2.0 is gonna be a good mix of, it's simpler to draw but still unique enough and, you know, detailed enough where it still feels very me, I hope. But you know, it's still different enough. You get something different, but it's still me. You said Odysseus and I logged back into stream so fast. Wait, why are you locking out of stream? Hello? Whoa. Jingle jangle, I'm still talking. Hello? We only started stream. Jingle jangle. Why are you locking out of stream, huh? I have ADHD. Alright, fair, but same. Alright, I need the jingle jangles. Where's the jingle jangle? Is this nah, that can't, it's not very jingle jangly. A little bit. Now you've distracted me. I'm trying to look for jingle jangles. Why would you distract me like that? Crazy. I'm trying to get someone else's attention, but now I'm distracting myself. Was that the bracelet? It was not the bracelet. This is, what is it? It's just kind of like a little phone strap kind of thing. It's kind of made of these random beads there. Alright. Is that the beads? No. It's similar though. I can see like it makes similar sound as the beads, but it's not the beads. Alright, oh, speaking of which, tomorrow guys, tomorrow I think I was halfway through saying something, but then I totally lost track of my train of thought. Anyway. Tomorrow, guys, tomorrow there is a stream. We're doing a hand cam stream. I will be customizing my birthday bracelet. I bought a few of them. I bought 4 of them in total. So, one's for display, one's for wearing, and then 2 of them I'm going to transform. Yeah, because I bought 4. No, actually, I bought 3 in total. Actually, I have 4. I bought 3. I got 1 for free. Because, you know, I get 1 copy of my merch for free. So I've got 1. I got 1 to wear. I've got 1 to put in my shrine. I've got 2 that I'm going to change. So tomorrow I'm gonna get 2 of them and disassemble them and try and make a smaller bracelet out of 1 and try and make a phone wrist strap out of the other one. So yeah. Yeah, kind of like buy 3 get 1 free. But yeah, so that should be a lot of fun. I don't think it's gonna take too long because it's just like stringing beads on a string and stuff. I bought different kind of string as well, but it should be fun to see that. A little bit of craftiness, and then afterwards we're gonna be doing a little bit of art as well. And hello Southern Style, how's it going? Yeah, we're gonna be doing a little bit of art. I will be doing the name sign-ins once again, guys. If you missed it before, I did it before on digitally. I sign people's names. You might see it in some of the Adzennies banners as well. They have some fancy names that I wrote for them. This time, guys, this time I will be writing it on paper. So I actually went through the trouble of designing custom these custom little business cards with I put a little Adzennies on them as well, that I could sign on the back of everything. So it was a little expensive printing the business cards, but I think when you see them you think it's pretty cute, and I'll sign the back of them as well. The good thing about these ones is you know, I feel like it's a good size to show on camera and to draw on and everything. But yeah, if you guys want, obviously I can't send any of them out. These will, any of them I sign, they're gonna be for my personal collection, guys. They're going into the shrine. So if you want your name as an Adzennies immortalized and placed in the shrine, where I will sometimes go through them and look at all of the names, then feel free. I put the rules in the description in the waiting room as well. So, but pretty much, guys, if you guys want your name written, it is a yellow offering or yellow super, and that's I'll write your name. For anything else, for orange and above, it is just I'll write your name, but at the bottom in brackets I will also put a little description if you want any kind of description, like, you know, as you can kind of see in chat, some people's like, Altus has lost eyesight, or Artisius Forest is spellbook. stuff like that. You can have any kind of description that you want, right? But I was just reading the one I could see in chat. Okay, don't blame me. But yeah, it's I think it'd be nice to just be able to like write down a lot of the names and maybe the little silly descriptions that you guys have, and you know, be able to look at it sometimes as a little, almost like a little time capsule on which adventurers were here. Who were the adventurers here around our 1 year, just before my 3D and everything. And was, you know, who knows, we can see as it grows in the future how much everything changes. But yeah, this is my little collection of adventurer names that I'm gonna keep in my shrine next to all of my other Altus merch. So you know, I think, you know, I didn't want to do the exact same thing as I did before with the name signing digitally and everything. You know, for these kind of things, I always want to think of something a little creative, something new. I don't want to just repeat exactly what I've done before. So yeah, this is kind of a nice, I think it's a nice sweet idea that hopefully you guys will like. Once again, if you just want your name, it's a yellow. Anything more, and orange or more, is going to be, you can add up to 5 words describing yourself however you'd like, as long as it's YouTube friendly, of course. Otherwise I won't be able to sign it on stream. Yeah, so you can put whatever name you want. Make sure you add the name in your super chat itself, just so it makes it easier for me to go back and read it and do all of that as well. But yeah, and Cosmic, thank you so much. Welcome back to the Power of Love and Friendship. Hope you're having a good day. Good to see you. But yeah, so that's gonna be tomorrow, guys. If you can't make it to stream, it is gonna be around 12 PM JST, which I know isn't the best time for, depending on what time zone you're normally in, it might not be the best time for you. You can send supers in the pre-chat from now until the stream starts as well, if you can't make it to the stream itself, and I will still sign them on the stream as well, just in case you can't make it. That's why I made the waiting room earlier, just to give people enough time if you guys want, so that you don't miss out, and it's not just the people who are there. Then yeah, you can do that. Streamlabs also counts. For Streamlabs, it would be like $10 USD Streamlabs to for your name, or $20 or more for your name and description as well. So yeah, if I know not everyone can send super chats depending where you are, so Streamlabs also counts if you want your name signed. But yeah, if you want your name added into the treasured adventurer names that I'm gonna keep, my little treasure hoard, then that's gonna be for tomorrow. And CC, thank you so much, everybody. Hydrate. What's with the little devil face? And hello, Leah. How's it going? The sweetest Oni? What are you talking about, sweet? What are you talking about? How do you know? Maybe I'm using those as your names as a secret ritual. Anyone who I write their name, they're bound to me. They will never be able to escape this life or the next. How do you know it's sweet, huh? Maybe I'm just a big scary Oni, and yeah. Sounds like a good deal. I think that sounds pretty sweet still. Didn't we sign up for that already? I mean, that was, you're bound to me for this life, you know. But you know, who knows? Maybe you might have to be bound to me for like for every life. Sounds like Zendoji. I'm okay with that. Wow, you guys just love Zendoji, don't you? Crazy. You're really scary, Oni. Thank you, Chanya. There we go. At least one Adzentra thinks so. So we're safe if we're with you? I guess, look, look, I feel like you're mostly safe. I'm still pretty strong, but like, I'm not saying, I can't say I'm like my peak level anymore. All right, you're mostly safe. I don't think you guys have to worry, but you know, I've lived long enough to know there's always something stronger out there. And you know, I've been like double nerf guys. It's I'm not the demon lord I once was. I'm still strong, I mean, compared to like most others. I could still walk in the park, but you know, I can't get too confident or too arrogant and then suddenly get defeated and everything, right? He really is scary. He's in the wars. I'm gonna say, honestly, all of FSPN sees every single message you guys put. Literally every single message pops up on our feeds. We didn't even have to search for them. You know how many posts I've seen of people going, oh, I bet Lamentus, and they spell Lamentus differently, won't see this, and I haven't even seen Lamentus comment on it, but I see it. You guys didn't even write Ravenous on my name and it still pops up for me, so of course Lamentus is also seen. It's just that, you know, we choose to spare a lot of you guys, so you know. And you know, Manesans will bonk us if we interact with too many things. Because Twitter might also bonk us if we get a bit too crazy for too long. But maybe debuting stuff, that's fine, but you know, after a while we gotta turn it down, otherwise you know, otherwise Twitter can be can bonk us as well. I thought it was tomorrow, write a story next year. That's okay, Tsuki. That is fine. You know, for this one, we can read a few stories. We'll always, like, from time to time do a bit of fanfic reading as well, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. Twitter For You page is so scary. Well, I mean, like, Twitter's algorithm, I think the way it works, right, is they can see who you guys follow, right? If all of these people who are following these 15 boys start commenting different posts, but, you know, everyone in the same kind of group keeps liking it or commenting as well, it's just gonna appear to us. Because it's kind of like, hey, a bunch of your followers like this post, and they'll just show it to us. You know, I hope those are the only ones that appear, not any other tweets. I see all, pretty much so many tweets, all of the tweets. At this point, you never save unless you get private or block them. Yeah, you know what? Don't get private. Why would you get private? That's not fun. You're meant to, you know, stay public and just try dodge it, okay? You're meant to dodge our, you're meant to be a sneaky. You're not meant to get private. If I just go hard enough and believe they don't see it, then they don't see it. It's that simple. Yes, of course. Totally. Yeah, I can totally dodge it. Didn't you make a private account? I swear you made a private account, cow. But it's still crazy because when I wake up, my feed is actually just the boys reply. Uh-huh. I did? Yeah. I know you did. You'll never get in. Yeah, that's why I'm calling you coward. If you make it private, then I can't see anything. It's not gonna pop up. I saw the post about you making it private, but your private stuff isn't gonna pop up on my For You page, so you know. The third eye sees all. Sort of. The third eye is aware of all, but my eyesight isn't the greatest. Why do you want to see it? I don't even know what there is. It's a private account. How do I know what's there? You know? This guy is so nosy. Look, what can I say, okay? Third eye is also blind. No, the third eye sees differently though, you know? The third eye doesn't... It's not really vision. It's like... It sees different things. But, yeah. Dylan on Twitter is my fave? That's crazy. Well, I would never bully the Zendoji on Twitter. That totally would not be me. I would never do such a thing. Mm-hmm. Sure, right, sure, see? The Adzennies agree. On Twitter, I'll bully them any other time. But... Stalk Doji sure does, yeah, I mean, damn, that guy. I don't know why he keeps getting my Twitter password and everything, it's crazy. That Stalk Doji guy. I wish I could stop him, but every time I get to sleep, he just comes out of my walls, picks up my phone, tweets a few things, then goes back into the walls. I can never catch him. Crazy. One day I'll catch him for you guys, but fortunately I just can't right now. On Twitter, you seem to know how to push all my buttons. What are you talking about? That's Stalk Doji. I don't even, I pretty much don't even have access to Twitter, guys. Stalk Doji takes care of all of that. So, can't really blame me. Stalk Doji creates chaos, then went back to sleep. That's exactly what he does. Mm-hmm. He's deflecting? Deflecting what? Someone shooting something at us? Can't even get Stalk Doji. No wonder you get a new stalker. I wonder if he, you know, I guess, no wonder. I was like, who's brave enough to stalk me? Then turns out he's actually a really good stalker. I was like, oh, no wonder he tried to stalk me. That guy's like a top stalker, guys. That guy a bit crazy with it. Understandable why he would attempt to stalk me then. So all this flooding Stalk Doji too? Oh no, that's me. That's the rare times I access Twitter. I access Twitter to flood a little bit, then I put it away and Stalk Doji takes over again. Is that why you tweet so late? I should get a better reasonable hour, then it takes over. No, that's awesome. I tweet to flirt, or to say goodnight. That's pretty much it. Mm-hmm. Top tier spy. I'm not sure if he's a top tier spy if he keeps getting caught though. I sense these talismans all the time when he sent those, so you know, he might be trying to spy on me, but I guess I wouldn't, if I didn't know it, then he would be even better, right? So if it's Zendoji, how do you know my private account? He tells me. It's crazy. Even if I don't want to listen, Zendoji just he's a yapper, guys. He would just keep telling me everything that he's seen. You forgot your dad jokes? Alright, that's me as well. I guess that's the third thing I do. I comment dad jokes. What was the other two? What was the other two things I just said? Yeah, and the other two things, yes, those are totally the things I do on Twitter. Flirt and good night. There we go. Yeah, see? Flirt. I say good night. And I post dad jokes. That's all. Your story has a few holes there. If he tells you, why can't you catch him? Does he send you letters or something? No, he just hops to the back of my mind again. And just tells me from my subconscious. I ADHD like that very conveniently for that moment. So did I. How nice of him to update you. Yeah, see, I didn't even want to know this information. It just gets sent to my brain. Craziest thing. Short-term memory must be debuff of those who live thousands of years. Guys, how do you improve your short-term memory? Is there like vitamins you can take or like things? I don't know. Surely there's something that helps memory, right? Sometimes I forget things so fast. I'm like, wait. That's kind of worrying myself now. Practice honestly, sleeping properly. Oh man, GG to that then. I heard memory games can help a bit. Maybe I might have to look at, like, you know those phone apps that have like the 5 minutes of daily memory games or some kind of thing. Then I can get a better memory. What kind of memory games are there? Who knows, but maybe I should try. Yeah. I forget what I'm saying mid-sentence all the time. I can't help you. That's one of my biggest fears sometimes. I'm like, I mean, I don't mind when I'm just yapping or talking. It's fine if I forget. But like, you know when you're talking about something really important to someone? I'm just like, please don't forget what I'm talking about halfway. In my head, I'm like, please don't forget. Please don't forget. Brain training on the DS. I'm pretty sure I still have my DS somewhere. I've got like all of my Game Boys. And stuff. I'm gonna say I still have it. Not sure if I ever got the brain training one though. Is that available on the Switch? I guess not. Most of I feel like most DS games couldn't be ported over to the Switch because it's not double screen. I do puzzles and memory games. I feel like depends. I feel like I'm decently okay at puzzles, but memory games are kind of different to puzzles. I'm wondering your brain age. Like, if it's anything less than 9,000, I'm winning, okay, guys? If it's anything less than 9,000, then it'll be like, wow, look how young my brain is. Oh, there's brain training for Switch? Wait a minute. Let me check this. Brain training for Switch. I might have to get this. We might have to do that, guys. That might be a stream oh wait. I take that back. I searched it up on Google and the first thing I saw was maths. It's called Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training for Nintendo Switch. Man. Huh. I don't know anymore. 7 times 2, 3 times 6, 4 plus 9, 1 times 6. I can do 1 times 6. 8 times 4. Working out every muscle but maths is the limit. You're scared of maths? I'm not scared of maths. I'm just, we have a rocky relationship, okay? Clubhouse games have some good ones. Maybe I'll make this a butsu for like in the future, guys. You know, if I need another butsu thing in the future, I'll be like, all right, I will do this brain training thing on stream for you guys. And watch me suffer doing a bunch of maths on stream. I sometimes saw people playing the word game in FAN, where the game gives a few letters and try to form the word. Oh, it's like Wordle? Something like that? I've never played that. But I don't even know how to play it. But I do see a lot of people play it. Yeah, I've never done that before. Simple maths is easy. Not Wordle, but different? Oh. Something. Sounds like Scrabble. It's like make as many words as you can with... Oh, okay. Make as many words with ATC. I mean, besides cat, what else can you make? Surely that's the only one for that, right? Can you make any other one? I don't think attack is a word. And ATC is more an abbreviation. Act, alright. Alright, okay, here's the big brain over here. Look at you guys. Oh, look at the Adzennies. Oh, I got 3 brain cells. I know 2 words. Alright. Instead, you know what? We're changing this around. How about the Adzennies have to stream to me and I just watch? I'm just the audience. You guys can take off the test and I'll just watch you guys. What about you, huh? You only know 1 word. Exactly. That's why you guys are so mighty. But do we get a reward? Only if you get 100% in all of the tests. How you improve your memory if we do that? Oh, that's kind of true. That's right. That's why we were trying to... You know, I kind of forgot the whole point of why we were doing these games. Oh, I was meant to be improving my memory. Yeah, that thing. I forgot, guys. Well. Anyway, let's read some fanfics first, and then we can yap a bit later, depending on how long the fanfics take to read. Improve your memory, remembering all the mana babies' names. No, thank you. No thanks. That's for you guys to remember, okay? All right. Let me go and read these. All right, here we go. There's Wait, let me check something out. 1 second, guys. All right. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. We got 7 altogether. I think how many are scary? Maybe 2 or 3 are horror. Some of them are just normal fanfics, and then one of them is a horror, but I guess it's just normal horror. Because I guess there's like horror fanfics with including me in it, and then some people just write horror stories without like just a general horror story as well. Alright, let me just confirm if this one isn't ticked. So I'll just let me just quickly ask Mane-san. 1 second. Safi Mane. Alright. Anyway, I guess, ooh, okay, one of them is, save for last. Okay, you know what, let's start at, this one first. Alright, let me save this in. You know what? This is gonna make it easier. I will just open this, then I can paste it. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, this one is from Briskador, at Briskador on Twitter. Thank you for your submission. Alright, here we go. I'm on the way back home on a long bus ride. Altus reading fanfics is just a perfect way to pass time. I hope you enjoy them. But alright, let us start. Okay. This is should be big enough like this, right? Okay, first one. There was something special about a quiet fall night. One in which the skies were cloudy enough so that the moonlight was slightly muted. A blur of hope of nicer days, but clear enough so that each freckle of a star peels like potent memories amongst the deep blue. Ooh, I like the imagery already. That's really nice writing. Tonight was one of those nights. Enjoyed solemnly alone in your front lawn, back itching against overgrown weeds, unraked leaves, and the autumn breeze dancing unconfined through the weaves of hair. Until the obnoxious revving of a clanking, ear-busting piece of scrap machinery ripped through the still air, poisoning it. You grumbled, breathing deeply. Didn't see you there, little one. The earnest of said machinery chuckled deeply. The rough timbre of his voice scratched at the itchiness scattered across your body. You hate to admit it, but it was much needed. Altus shot off his motorbike, tossing a leg over and hopping onto steady ground as he approached your horizontal position. parallel to the sky and aligned with your heart. Tucked under his left arm was his bike helmet, and atop his head was a gruff mess of blue that was somehow still illuminated by the stars like a halo. You annoy me greatly. You shut your eyes as the teasing remarks slip between your quick lips. The piles of crunching red, yellows, and oranges beside you dipped as Altus sat down beside you. Before you could protest, ready to complain again, the sound of shuffling fabric rustled. As curious as a cat, you open your eyes just in time to see a leather jacket draped neatly across your lower half. Biker Altus would be the end of me. Well, artists, any artists out there? In a bike, in a really cool bike, with a leather jacket and everything. Won't you be cold? You inquired. Pupils big as he looked up right into the pool of hazy aqua eyes. Altus smiled down at you with a cheeky glint in his eyes. Not with my kilograms of pure muscle. You rolled your eyes and fought away the blush threatening in to paint your cheeks. A large hand made itself known at the crown of your head. Gentle pats and threading fingers repeated in sync with the rhythm of your heartbeat, picking up in pace as the wind grew heavier. What are you doing out here at this time? His voice was like a cup of chai amongst the relentless wind. You shuffled closer, propping your head into his crossed legs, cheek against his thigh, and flooded your eyes shut again. You could hide away, tell him that it was just a charming, quiet fall night, that you wanted to feel the autumn air entangle itself under your skin. But the notion of lying and slipping away from him prodded thorns around the edge of your soul. So instead, you just sighed and tucked closer. I miss you. And then the last leaf fell. Because even though he was no longer here, his bike stood exactly where he had last left it. The air was just as quiet as it was that singular last night. Grass just as scratchy. The night was just as still, moon just as hazy. But unlike then, now, there was no one to keep your lonely heart from being carried away by the wind. Now, there was no one to hold you close. Where did the angst come from? Well, I thought it was gonna be a happy ending for a second. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. And then, man, the adventurers really do love angst, don't they? Wow, that's crazy. It's like, you can still hear my voice, even though I'm not here anymore. Of the angst. Where did Altus go? Oh, I'm back. But thank you so much for that. That was very beautifully written. I do like all of the imagery and descriptions you put in. Thank you for that. There was no angst warning, guys. I did not realize we're starting off with that much angst. Kind of crazy. But alright, let me give it a like. And we'll go to the next one. Guys, when I read it out, do you prefer having background music or no BGM? BGM, no BGM. No BGM. Alright. Let me pause it for a second then. I'll pause it when I start reading. Alright. Alright, this is by Choo Choo. Let's see. Should be fine. Next one. Next one. Alright, this is about 3 pages long. Let's see how this one goes. Alright, thank you Choo Choo for this. Let me just mute the BGM for now. You know what? I can put it on. I'm just gonna make it much softer. Alright. That should be better, right? Alright. Let's see. It was just another normal day in the FSP battleship. One day, Altus and Riser returned with a lot of things, together with a few documents in hand. Riser, guys, look, I won! There's so much cute and nice stuff. Everyone, silently looking at Altus. I didn't force him. I just, it would be a shame if he missed out on such good stuff, you know. Didn't think he'd actually win the grand prize on the last one. What happened? It's nothing. They just can't believe you got such a good gacha luck today. Oh, okay. Apparently, Altus seems to have accompanied Riser to eat, but somehow ended up going to the gacha and crane shop. On their way home, the company they went to had a small, inconspicuous raffle stand. They decided to try it out and somehow won. A 2-day, 1-night stay at a newly renovated hot spring hotel, complete with free food and amenities during their stay. Thankfully, it was enough for all 10 guys to go together. Ooh, alright. I don't know whether this is going the scary route or the 10 boys in an onsen route. We will see. Surprised by the unexpected vacation, all the boys got ready and scheduled their trip. Everyone was so excited to try out the hot spring and relax in it. On the day they arrived at the hotel, they were surprised to say it was a traditional style hot spring hotel that had been running for at least 100 years. Pleased with the aesthetic and calm atmosphere of the hotel, they decided to make the most of their stay. The boys were divided into 2 rooms. The Rose Room had the Avalon, and the Violet Room had Ravenous. After arriving, they decided to eat lunch prepared at the hotel, then sightsee the area, and buy some things they took a fancy to. When evening came, they went back to the hotel to have dinner and go to the hot spring together before resting. Ooh. In the hot springs. Alright. Just to make it less confusing, I'm just gonna read out the name before I read what they say. Otherwise, a bit confusing since I'm reading all of this by myself. Cass. My muscles are so sore. It's nice to relax every now and then like this. Altus, yeah. Riser. I wish we could have brought some food in here too. Zenny. That'd be silly, Riser. Oh, they're drinking some alcohol now would indeed be nice. Let's see. I'm not. What song is he singing? I don't know that song. Well. Who? Next, guys, although my metal parts are waterproof, I think my models are heating up. I need to go back. Blem, oh, I'll go too. Nayu, me too. Zenny, maybe I'll go too. I really want a nice drink right now. Cass, did you say something, Lucy? Lucy, did someone sing with me just now? Everyone looking at each other. I swear I heard someone singing with me. Everyone looking at each other. Lucy, never mind. Maybe I just misheard it or something. Roscoe, so who else is going up? Gail. I'll stay a little bit more. Alright, Altus, me too. Riser, same. Cass, I'll stay a bit more too. And with that, half of the boys went back to their room while the other half was left behind. After about 10 minutes. Cass, I need to do my skincare. Oh, Altus. Oh, me too. Riser, me too, me too. In front of the mirror. Altus, huh? Squinting. Altus in mirror, wink. Huh. I must be going blind. Riser looks at Altus and Altus in the mirror. How did you do that? Cass, what happened? Riser. Look, Altus is squinting so hard, but Altus in the mirror is just winking. Cool. Cass, what? Looks at Altus and Altus in mirror. Altus, squinting eyes trying to see. I feel like someone's been watching too. Cass, look at Altus in the mirror who winks and smiles at him. Lucy, did something happen? Went to check. Gail, let me see too. Tries to run after Lucy but stumbles. They all scream. And Gail stumbles and grabs the nearest thing, the bath towel. Oh. Wait, still can't tell if this is going to be yaoi or scary, guys. In Lucy's hip, while Lucy desperately tries to stop his bath towel from falling off his hips, and Gale hangs behind him, clutching the back of his bath towel. When Cass, Altus, and Riser look over, they saw Gale kneeling behind Lucy, his face hitting his forearm, while he hangs behind Lucy's bottom, and Lucy desperately clutching his bath towel, while balancing himself to not fall from Gale's weight, hanging behind him. Cass, what are you guys doing? Gale, don't mind us, you saw nothing. In Rose room, Zenny drinks some wine while Roscoe tries to sleep. Zenny swallows his wine then sips. Oh, that's good. Roscoe, sleeping, suddenly felt a pinch. Ouch, who's pinching? Suddenly, they heard a bunch of loud, disorganized footsteps. Roscoe, what was that? Is it them? Zanny, that was from the adjacent room. I don't think there should be anyone staying in that room. Roscoe, let's check it out. Zanny, it's empty. Roscoe, that's weird. Well, I'll go back to sleep. But before Roscoe could go back in, he saw a black silhouette like a shadow sitting on his bed. Roscoe is shocked. Zanny, Roscoe, what are you standing there for? Roscoe, look, huh? It's gone. Zanny, what's gone? Roscoe, there was something sitting on the bed, but it's gone now. Yeah, nope, I'm not sleeping on that bed. I'll sleep on the other one. Zanny, question mark. In the violet room, Lem was trying to sleep. Nai was arranging his luggage, and Nix was looking at the window. Nix, I don't get it. Guys, come here. Why is my shadow so big? It shouldn't be that big. Why isn't it moving? Is my shadow detached? Lem, what? Huh? That's weird. Let me see. Why is your shadow stretching across all the windows? Nayu. Huh. I thought only your body parts were detachable. Since when did your shadow become detachable? Nix, I didn't. I don't know what's happening. Even if I raise my hand, it's not moving. Is my shadow broken? Nayu, well, that's creepy. Lights start flickering, and while Nayu and Nix are trying to focus on the giant shadow illuminated on the glass, reflecting the shadow standing behind them. What the? Looks behind. It's gone. Nayu, what's gone? Lem, that was a shadow standing behind us, but it disappeared. The night proceeded with nothing much going on, aside from some of them having a hard time sleeping from all the weird stuff they experienced. It started to rain heavily, and they took some nice feathers requested by the Dark Overlords. The next day, on their way back, they talked about all the weird stuff they experienced, and somewhat creeped out by those experiences. Somewhere in another room in the hotel, Ligron. The crystals are not in their luggage. I searched both rooms while they were out. Shiki. I've been watching all of them, and I didn't see those two, except for the ones the Oni and the elf keep close to their body. Ellie. That's weird. Interesting. Very interesting. Kaylin. Interesting? That's scary. What caught your attention? Ellie. They seem to have experienced a lot of weird things, but those weren't the ones I prepared to scare them. For some reason, the devices didn't work as they should, like the mirrors where some ghost should have shown instead of their own reflection. Somehow changed. Shiki, just so you know, it wasn't me. I didn't order any spirits, I just kept watching them. Ash, you mean they really got haunted? Kaylin, so this place is really haunted. Should we leave? Liron, should I still be afraid of ghosts when there's a literal fallen angel and a former demon god beside me? Shiki, are we done now? I want to go to hot spring and relax. I need to have my beauty sleep. Ash, yeah, let's go. Anyway, I can still exercise a few measly ghosts if they disturb us. Ellie, go ahead. I'm gonna take some more data from around this place. Kaylin, that sounds a bit concerning, but I'd rather not think about it for now. Shiki, I guess it was all that Oni's doing. Is he messing with them or with us? I can never understand what that Oni is thinking. Altus' room in the battleship. Alright. Good work, Adzennies. You scared them all. Maybe even the ones hiding. Adzennies. Alright. Well, I guess, in the in the end, it wasn't even haunted. Good work, Adzennies. You scared all of them. I had to cut a lot of words to make it fit around 1K. The plot twist. Thank you, Chuchu, for writing that. Maybe in the future, if you do write it though, if you can write it kind of like, you know, the crystals are not in their luggage. I searched both rooms while they were out. Liron said, or something. Just so that it's a bit easier for me to read. But like, thank you for writing this. I do appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. But I feel like when it's in a script that I have to read myself, it gets a little confusing when I have to read the name before each one. So yeah, just for future reference, it would be a lot easier for, you know, I can just read it with like quotation marks and stuff. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much for writing a very, yeah, as you said, almost past the 1K limit, but a fun twist at the end. I was used to script writing because of my cosplay skit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with skits. Don't get me wrong. It's more just for me to read out a script. It's a little harder, because you know, to separate off the lines, I guess, by myself. But it's that was pretty funny though. I do appreciate that. Thank you for writing it. And I guess we'll have to see if do you think the Adzennies would be able to scare the rest of FSP? You think you guys are up to the task if I gave you it? We are very scary. You taught us. Roscoe, Lucy, and Cass are the easiest one. Wait, okay, yeah, Roscoe, Lucy, and Cass. Who gets the most scared in Ravenous? I don't have that document. We'll do our best. Who do you think would be the easiest to scare in Ravenous? I mean, I know Nayu screams a lot, but I'm not sure if he gets scared the easiest. Maybe Nyx gets scared, but I feel like Nyx gets scared easier, but Nayu screams louder. I guess it'd be wait, does Mime get scared? How scared does Mime get during horror games, guys? Either Nyx or Ryza. Nyx probably. Does he? I don't think he does. Just a little jump. Okay, Ryza. I feel like Ryza is a 50-50. He doesn't get scared as much. I don't think he gets scared as much as Nyx and Nayu. Sometimes he can get scared of stuff, but like... he doesn't react as much as others. Yeah, I think for Ryza, he normally like, yeah, he tries to get rid of how scared he is by yelling at stuff. instead of being, you know, showing he's scared, he'll try to show other emotions to cover up that he's scared. And yeah, he would do the cover up tactic. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know why I can't remember how scared Malem gets playing. I feel like Malem doesn't get that scared though. Alright, Cass, is that horror? Yeah. It's classic. You gotta show a different emotion to cover up how scared you are. You know, I wanna see maybe if Ryza plays a horror game but he's not allowed to curse, how he would do. But maybe next time I'll give him that challenge. I've seen him play horror. He gets kind of scared, but he locks in and it's fine. Well, we will see next time. I will give him a challenge. All right. Let's see. Let me all right. I think this is another one by Choo Choo, but this one is non-horror. So we'll go through this one as well. And I think it's just... Alright. Here we go. This is a diary star. Alright. That I think should be easier to read as well. I think Blem uses his be weirder than the scares himself method. You know what? I feel like I gotta go back and watch some of Blem's. I gotta go back and watch some of Blem's scary streams and see how he reacts. Cause I swear I've seen him play horror. I just can't remember. Like I remember watching him play. What was that one? How you're in the watchtower and there's like a cult coming around and you're like spying on them or something. You're like a ranger. I remember watching him play that, but I can't remember how he was reacting to everything. Like if he was good at horror or not. Kind of weird, but I can't remember. I have to go rewatch some. That was the Fears to Fathom game. Can't remember the title. Whatever it was, you know, the one where he was in with the forest fire. I forgot. There was a cult. He was in like a little tower as a ranger, and he had to hide under the bed when the cult came. Whatever that one was. Yeah, that one. Yeah. But once again, I can't remember how Mulem reacted to that. Alright, well, anyway, let's read through these. Fierce to Fathom Firewatch. Oh, it sounds like. Okay, yeah, that sounds like it, I think. Alright, next one. The Code of Ham's Oni observation log. I decided to make an observation diary of our dear Oni just for today. Why? Because I'm free and I'm curious. Yes, definitely not because I'm bored after I finished looking at some of my daily ham and reading some and Zensha or BL stuff. I'm starting at noon, just because more than half of those living in Basense sleep at DGN hours, so don't expect any one of those half to wake up early. Hey, we all wake up at 7 AM. Basense standard time, okay? We all wake up early. And I'm also fortunately or unfortunately one of those DGN hour sleepers, so I can observe our Demon Lord Altus during his time awake. Altus seems to have woken up before noon, but was too sleepy to get up and spend another half an hour on the bed sleeping. And then Zendoji seems to take over. He starts stalking some adventurers on his phone while making coffee, and getting ready to go to Oni Gym. As 7 to those Zendoji has perceived. Oni Gym Ikuzo. I still need to catch up to him. He walks too fast. Why is one step of his 10 steps for me? Do you want to know the reason why? I would tell you, but I would get Oni marked for it. This is too unfair. I guess I can only roll. Please, don't ask me what happened in the gym. My sanity has taken some damage just from secretly peeking at him doing exercises at the gym. Taskara for today's ham. My ears and eyes have almost ascended, but I still need them for observation. And I survived. I repeat, I survived. Yes, I survived. Please, don't mind my blush. It was just too hot here. Watching his Gen 3 audition tip stream or his Ring Fit stream will give you an idea of what sort of damage I received. I kept falling off the window where I was peeking. Thank goodness I'm sturdy. I didn't know observation journals were so dangerous. Right off from the very start. I almost passed out just from that. After a couple of hours in the gym, he went to buy groceries and snackies for Onimaru and Kiri. Snackies look so good. It seems like he will be preparing his food for the next couple of days. That reminds me, I need to buy I still got a month's worth of food for Kiri, but I do need to stock up. As usual, our Onimart seems to have an aisle specifically dedicated to durian. What? Oh, when would that... I don't think that's a thing in Bar Sensei, okay? This is a work of fiction. But he seems to never go near it. Even when there's 100% discount for Altus, written boldly on the shelf, but as if it's invisible to him. He seems to suddenly become blind doji whenever he's near durians. Onimaru marketing team Gamba. He went home after shopping and had prepared his food for the next couple of days, as well as both for Onimaru and Kiri. Catching up to him secretly and discreetly is so hard, but I did my best. I'm getting hungry watching all the food and snackies. I didn't know observation journals could be this hard. I also want snackies, but I need to continue my observations. I can do this. Resist the temptation of snackies. I can do this. I can. I couldn't do it. I couldn't resist the snackies. Onimaru saw me drooling over the snackies and gave me a little of his snackies. The baby's so sweet. He shared some of his snackies with me. I'm gonna cry. I asked Onimaru not to tell Altus I'm observing him, and the baby agreed. Now I can rest assured and continue my observation log. I'm satisfied after eating some snackies. Now back to observing Altus. Well, Onimaru does have a lot of snackies, that is true. He's in front of his computer and working. Let's see what he's doing here. He seems to be having fun, laughing and talking. But why do I feel like some of them are kind of moaning at Altus? I see Onimarks and chunkers flying on the screen, one after another. Well, it's tough to argue with this, Oni. Gamba. I really need to learn how to be as overpowered as Altus in the art of gaslighting, enabling and teasing. Must observe him more. Gaslighting? What? What kind of powers is that? I don't have that. Not sure what you're talking about. Must have been observing the wrong Oni. A couple of hours later. Is he finally done with work? Maybe. He finally remembered to tweet Ohayoni. Did I? I feel like I haven't done that in a while. I've done a lot of goodnight ones, but I feel like in the morning I'm so dead that I don't do it. Especially because I'm forcing myself to wake up before midday every day. I feel like it was much easier when I wake up after midday. I have more energy to post the Ohayoni. But like when I wake up earlier, like 10 AM and stuff, I'm just like, let me get coffee first and I forget. But it's almost night somehow. Anyway, let's get, he's got to get up to get snackies. He's got up to get snackies and he's now watching other FSV boys. It's currently Lemlem's stream. He's watching while doing some work. That reminds me, last time Lemlem visited Bar Sensei, they just flirted all day long. As a professional third wheel / extra wheel, I don't really mind, and I Tuskaru for all the earnest crumbs after all. Whenever someone visits, we get many snackies because of it. Visitors equals party equals many snackies, so we are all happy. Even with all their flirting, both chefs and cooks made a lot of really good stuff whenever there's a visit. All I can say is that after some visits, I Tuskaru for a couple of days. Oh, I think he's getting ready to stream too. Must get my phone and almost forgot my earphones since I always watch in speaker mode. Anyway, must get ready to watch. Now, where's my water bottle and snackies? Oh, he seems to be giving someone the uppies. FVO 7 to everyone getting uppies out of nowhere. A few hours later. Well, that was another fun day of watching him gaslight everyone, and paused by the doji doing push-ups by the end of the stream again. He seems to be still doing something in PC. Is that Stalk Doji? I wonder who he's perceiving again. Well, whoever it was, FVO7 to you. Another couple of hours later, he seems to be washing up and getting ready for bed. Is he really going to bed? Is he really gonna quietly get to bed? He already tweeted on Isumi, but nah. No way any DJ in our sleep will sleep this fast. Yep, he's on his phone. Is he playing LEDs, Pokemon TCG? Or is it still Stalk Doji doing his perception check on other Adzennies. You know, I always, whenever I get to bed after I stream, I take a shower, I get to bed, then that's when, like, when I'm in bed, I always do my lads dailies first, and then shut off my phone, and I don't go on my phone after that. That's like the last thing I do. Alright. Another hour later. His phone fell on his face. I bet he fell asleep in that split second. Oh, he's putting away the phone. I guess he's actually gonna go sleep. Well, the sun has risen since it's already dawn. So I guess it's time for me to clean myself, go to bed, and fall asleep while reading my bedtime spicy stories in peace. This has been the Cult of Ham's Oni Observation Log number 1 signing out. Oh. Altus POV. Since I woke up, a little one seems to have been sneaking around and following me the whole day while doodling in their notebook every now and then. The little one seems to think I haven't seen them, but it's hard not to notice when that robe, and they keep tripping and rolling off the road, that I had to walk slowly for them to actually catch up with me. I think this one has clumsiness on another level. As the Onimaru is gonna be fine. Even Onimaru noticed and shared his snackies with the little one who's got covered in dirt. Thankfully, I gave them a super steady body, so no matter how many times they fall, it'll hardly do any damage to them at all. Yep, that was smart of me. Let's leave them for now. Thinking all the sneaky tactics are actually working on me. I still have lots of things I gotta do tomorrow, so I'll head off to bed. Aw. Well, you tried. That's all that matters, right? But, not gonna lie, at the same time, if you get perceived by me and I'm blind as I am, you gotta, that's kind of a skill issue. Have you seen how blind I am and I still caught you? That's kind of crazy. You gotta get the Onimaru to teach you sometime. All right. Okay, we have okay, we got 3 more. One of them is a general horror story. I think I might start with that. Then one is a Zen Rage fic. And then one is a another one that apparently is pretty good as well. Alright, this one though, it might be a bit hard to read, we will see. The font is kinda... Let's see if I can read the font. This one is by Psycho. Alright. I might have to lock in here to read it. Alright. Huh. I think I can read it, maybe. Oh, my bad. I thought the font was pretty. It is pretty to look at from afar, but it is also, look, okay, let's just try. This is a short collection of my family's ghost stories. They were all experienced by relatives, therefore, I'll use fictitious names. Number 1. Alright, for this one, I'll mute the BGM. My older sisters, Clara and... Wait. What is... Oh, Anna. I thought that was a C. I was like, is that G? C? I? Okay, Anna. Alright. My older sisters, Clara and Anna, always played with the kids in our building. Friends pretty much since birth. There was a rumor about a ghost in our apartment. Specifically, near the cistern. As kids do, they make a bet to go look for it. At the cistern, my sister Clara said she saw an aura, and of course, all the children ran away. Later, overcome by curiosity, they asked Clara to go ask the ghost its name. Since Anna was scared but didn't want Clara to go alone, they went together. When Clara asked the name, her face turned completely white. She turned to Anna and said it was a little girl named Alice. Anna told our mother, who informed the other mothers, and together they prayed for the spirit to find its way to heaven. For a long time, Clara kept seeing this girl, and some doormen did as well. My mother investigated and found out the girl really existed. She lived in our neighborhood and apparently died at age 3 in an accident. She was playing with a ball, ran into the street, and was hit by a car. My mother took Clara to the spiritualist center for several sessions to cleanse her soul. Because our aunt said that although Alice's spirit wasn't evil, she could call Clara to stay with her and take her from this world. So it was necessary to help Alice from limbo and release my sisters. To this day, Clara says she still senses presences, and as a nurse, she has had many encounters in hospitals, though nothing like what happened in my childhood. As a precaution, my mother had us baptized as soon as we were born, though she never forced us to follow her religion. Alright. You know, I'm kind of surprised I could read that. I don't know how I'm reading this, but I'm kind of reading it. I'm kind of surprised that I'm getting it. Alright, number 2. Sadly, my father died when I was a child in a train accident. One day, while my mother was driving to run errands, she felt a presence in the passenger seat. In her heart, she knew my father was there, but for some reason she felt uncomfortable. My father was shy and affectionate. My mother had never felt fear of him, so she realized he wasn't alone. She began to pray and asked that the bad spirit go away. Oh, wait, was that it? Okay, that was a short one, but also, I guess, a little scary if you think about that. Because that one was, okay, number 3. Anna didn't like sleeping alone after what happened with Clara, and since I was the youngest, I always slept with my mother. On the way to the bedroom, Anna saw a very tall man in the house, but for some reason she wasn't afraid. Our cousin, who once spent the night at our house, also saw the same man. A neighbor once told my mother that her protector was very strong and that he could be the same man Anna and our cousin had seen. Alright, all of the different ghost stories. Thank you for writing that as well. Interesting. I hope that it was the same man. For all of your sakes. Just some short ghost stories. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Alright. We have 2 more, which can be alright. Is this? One second, let me check out the link to see. Okay, I can just do this one. That's fine. That makes it a bit easier for me. All right, here we go. All right, this is going to be a Zen Rage run as well, so we'll go through this. You're really not gonna tell me where you're going? Nayuta asked with a raised eyebrow, arms crossed as his voice carried a suspecting tone. Come on, Nayu, Altus chuckled sweetly, wrapping a scarf snugly around the alien's neck. That would just ruin the surprise, wouldn't it? Bruh. The Oni did nothing but cup Nayuta's face and kiss the pout off his lips. A very cute pout, if someone asked him. The way Altus could feel Nayuta's cheek heat up under his hands made the grin on Altus's face widen. I promise, you'll love it. You trust me, don't you? Yeah, I do, unfortunately, Nayuta grumbled under his scarf, averting his gaze away from his lover. Perfect. That's all I need to hear. Altus planted one last kiss on Nayuta's temple before grabbing his hand and leading the both of them to the door. The light and pleasant fall breeze hit the pair as they stepped outside. Nayuta grasping Altus's hand slightly tighter. Altus decided not to comment on it, although he knew the rise he would have gotten out of the purple-eyed alien would have been adorable. The drive to the place Altus chose for their little outing was peaceful, even if he could feel a pair of eyes on him as he drove. So cute. He couldn't help but think. You're staring, the Oni teased. Altus simply laughed in the way he did when he knew Nayuta was hiding his happiness. Do you like it? There was a short but noticeable pause before Nayuta spoke. Don't ask questions you already know the answer to. Nayuta lifted his head, purple eyes sparkling despite his dark eyebrows that were furrowed cutely like an angry cat. Come on, are we just gonna stand here? Let's start walking. The expression on Altus's face softened into something impossibly fond, eyes crinkling with his smile. Of course, of course. Lead the way, Nayu. Oh. A nice, short, sweet Zen Rage fic. Oh, that was sweet. Thank you for writing that. I do appreciate it. And that was by Kibby or HC Beta on Twitter for that one as well. All right. And then the last one. All right. Wait. Might have to screenshot this to show it, so. All right, and CC, thank you for the hydration check. Everybody hydrate. Yeah, we rainbow. All right, this one is by Samatokis. I would just screenshot this to Altus. I'm back. Scroll down. Hold down. Alright, here we go. Are you guys ready for this? Mane-san asked me to read this last because apparently it has some angst in it, guys. Be careful. Alright, let's see. Close my eyes and pretend it's still as it's always been. Anyone ready for some angst? I know that Zentros love angst, right? Strategic last placement for the feels. Alright. Summary. Altus Zendoji feels nothing. He is at the age of wisdom and experience where no mortal horror phases him anymore. Not the monster in the mountains, and certainly not the childish fanfare of the modern spooky season. Hear him laugh at and fake scream. Humans revel in the divine sense of security. To be afraid is to worry about the uncertainties of danger of a situation. Being an isolated Oni for so many years prepared him for much of life's greatest atrocities, whether it be war or monsters or a dark room with clowns and chainsaws. But the loneliness and strength did nothing to prepare him for the horror of unprecedented grief. Oh man. Oh no. Oh man. I can feel the angst from here, guys. What a story to come back to. Are you guys ready? Anyone ready for a bunch of angst? For best reading experience, make sure Show Creator Styles on. This just means don't click on the button at the top that says Hide Creator Style. Alright. Cool. The angst is creeping in. Okay, everyone get ready. Here comes the angst. Okay. The scariest monsters hide in places where you refuse to acknowledge them. Altus realizes this the hard way, as he heats up a small pot of water for tea over the campfire, outside the cabin by the mountain forest. It boils and bubbles, silver moon dancing in the reflection of the green tainted liquid. He blows out a cold huff of air. Onimaru should be back from the shrine at any second now. Onimaru? The creature waddles down the trail, passing the threshold where tall pine trees end at the small enclosure. His big, beady eyes beam at him. Altus, I'm back. He jumps out the name, petulant in a way that it fights to escape his lips. Altus sits up and removes the pot from the sticks above the fire. You were gone for so long, I got worried. Would you like some tea? I made it fresh just now as well. Onimaru startles at the question. He walks over, creaking with every step. Altus analyzes his summon for any signs of obvious injury. His skin is as white as the fallen snow. He sits next to the Oni, tiny feet dangling from the thick log they sit on together. Aww. Altus pours some of the water into a wooden mug. Here you go. Be careful, alright? It's hot. Wide eyes stare into the liquid, curious, afraid. Then Onimaru speaks. Constance and vows meshing in an awkward tango. Tea? Altus frowns. Yes, tea. Tea. Onimaru sips at the liquid. Altus pours himself a personal cup, not taking his eyes off his summon the whole time. So, how was this visit to the shrine? A strong gust of wind shoots by.
Shrine. It was very nice, Altus. So pretty.
Is this meant to be intentionally? I can't unhide it. Alright, intentional omissions.
No. Shrine pretty.
Onimaru downs the rest of the drink. Droplets of scalding water fall on his lap, but no noise other than content escapes the creature. Altus reaches to examine the burns, worried at his odd behavior. You sure you didn't hit your head or something? You're acting kind of weird. His summon freezes. He turns to look at Altus. Round eyes narrowed in a painful scrunch.
Weird? I'm trying not to be weird. Tea. Can drink tea.
The Oni frowns deepen.
No, me.
An intense sting pokes at his chest. One he pointedly ignores. Instead, he strengthens his resolve to gently pat the creature's head. Yes, little one, you can. How about we go get some rest? The night is still long. Onimaru nods. He looks down at the wooden mug, confused. Instead of setting it down, he throws it to the ground. It tumbles across the white-covered dirt and stops just before the orange flames. An unidentifiable pain coils around his throat at the uncomfortable display of an abnormality. Onimaru? They make eye contact.
Altus? Rest? I'm going to rest. Where does rest?
Altus freezes. Where does who rest? You're talking all weird again.
You? Me? Sorry, it's cold.
As Onimaru answers, Altus stands, heart thrumming in a crescendo. His blood runs colder than the fierce fall winds of the snow mountains. Leaves crunch along the thick layers of white flakes, a thunderous bass to his rhythmic beats. Breaths. He hears the lighter steps of his summon just behind him. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Altus whips his head around right before he enters the wooden cabin. Onimaru stares through him, directly at the air as if it were a visible blanket. The cute eyes glaze in an unsettling haze as his summon speaks.
Are you sleeping in the red tree?
What? Onimaru blinks. Tears sprout from blurry irises, falling in tandem with the heavy snow.
Altus? I'm so scared. Please tuck me into bed.
The Oni closes the gap in a second, yanking Onimaru off the ground and into his grasp, where the warmth of his loved ones thaw the icicles of uncertainty, poking around his chest. He cries into Altus's broad stature, shivering. It's okay, Onimaru. Let's get you to bed. You'll feel better in the morning. When they enter the heated wooden enclosure and close the door away from the blizzard, the sniffling stops. Altus tucks Onimaru into his favorite blanket, planting a chest kiss between both horns. He stiffens at the gesture, same glassy confusion present once more.
Good night, Altus. Good night.
Altus checks for a fever. You might be confused because of the cold. It's alright. We'll get you nice and warm. The Oni ignites another fire. He casts magic to seal the cracks between the branches. The howl of the wind drowns out into the distant whistle as the night continues onwards. Altus sits with his back to the creature and eyes towards the moon, the mass of beauty carefully descending out of existence. Onimaru starts whispering right behind him.
You sweep. Sweeps. I sweep. Close my eyes.
Altus isn't sure if his next words are supposed to comfort his summoner himself. You're okay. Just rest. He stops whispering after that. Just incoherent noises similar to those of Onimaru's regular snores. Altus isn't sure when he noticed. That's a lie. He does. A tear rolls down his cheek. Is this what crime feels like? It's much emptier than humans make it out to be. A void that can never be filled again. There's no fanfare, no dramatic revelation, just a silent, lonely night. Altus turns and settles under the same covers. He cuddles with his summon as he does every night, the two horns digging into his collarbones as he gets settled against his chest. They sleep. The moon is nowhere to be found. Altus wakes up, and Onimaru is there, silently plucking at the fibers of the woven blanket. So, feeling any better? It doesn't answer. It only pouts, searching for an answer that will never be given. Altus isn't sure what to do next. He can only close his eyes and pretend it's still as it's always been. Alright, notes. For anyone confused, Altus's POV is that of an unreliable narrator, so all the black text boxes that look like are intentionally omissions of hints that Onimaru isn't exactly Onimaru anymore, because Altus is delusional and blocks it out so he can pretend everything is fine. See? Technically, still is happy. It's technically still all a happy world with happy ending if you feel like he did. Or not. If you're just an angsty freak who likes the sadness, I made it open-ended just for you. Hope you enjoyed. Huh. Not the baby. Not the little baby. This one hits hard. It does. You know, when I was expecting angst, I was kind of expecting different angst to this. Oh man. This one even hit me for, not for little Onimaru. You can't go after the baby like that. That's cheating, guys. Why would you go after the baby? Just took angst to a whole new level. I didn't expect this. Yeah. I did not expect that as well, man. It was so well written and everything as well, but it's alright, that one gave me a lot of feels. Alright, but we can get back to Zatsu now, I guess. That was all of the I believe that should be all of the fanfics for today. All right. I'm just going to have the baby here for now. Oh, he's kind of doesn't want to sit still. All right. He can be here. That's what made me sad. Okay, Summer Talkies does really well written, but please don't come for the baby. Not the baby. The precious baby's too precious. We have to protect him. Come on. It's fine. It's just fiction. True. It's just fiction. Baby's fine right here. Baby's doing okay. Was just eating snacks. Did not hear anything happening. Losing Onimaru is like losing Infra the second time. Yeah. Onimaru is the last part of Infra that I have left. But also, Onimaru is also just Onimaru as well. Not even because of the relation to Infra, but him just being a pure little baby. He's gonna get extra snackies today, yeah. Onimaru will get double snackies today. It's okay, he's fine. He's fine, I can check. Everything's fine with him. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, basically he's dad. He is my son. He may be an adopted son, but he is my son. I have to still see baby's belly there. He's staring at us, not understanding a thing. He's just happy for getting extra snackies. Yeah, he was not paying attention to that. Thankfully he wasn't paying attention because otherwise, but I'm not sure how much of that he would have understood anyway. He's just a precious little baby. He's trying his best, you know. He's so cute, he is. He's just a little baby. I hope, man. I hope that we can have like a little 3D version of him or something in the background for my 3D. I don't know if they'll get around or have enough time to make him the asset. I hope they do, but like, hopefully in the background sleeping or something. I really want some kind of little Onimaru thing, or like him standing in the crowd cheering or something. I want to see the little baby in 3D, hopefully. I did ask for it, like maybe a little sleeping Onimaru or something, but you know, it 3D models do take a while and everything, and so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can see the baby like in the crowd or like in the background somewhere. He's such an integral part of Ba Sensei. Onimaru belly dancing in the background. Yeah, during one of my during Anina Utage or something, he'd be like it'd be so cute. Yeah, that's that depends. Hopefully they make they can finish some kind of thing for him. You know how like I'm not sure if they'll be able to control him. Like, you know what the other mascots have? They can kind of like move around a little bit. It'll be kind of fun to see him, but like, even if not, I hope he can stand in the crowd or something. You know, he doesn't even have to wave his light sticks or anything. He just has to, if he's just there in the crowd. That would be super cute. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. There's so many things trying to be finished and completed at the same time for my 3D, so hopefully that happens as well. We will see. Moral support cheering for you, yeah. If I can you know, go on stage and everything, I see Onimaru in the crowd, that would be like the cutest thing ever. I'll be a proud dad. But yeah, who knows? I guess we'll have to wait less than 1.5 weeks, guys. Literally like 1 week and 2 days, less than 1 week and 2, like less than 9 days away. Onimaru waving pen lights. I'm not sure if they can animate him the same way as like all of the other mascots waving the like pen lights and stuff, but that would be cute as well. We will see. We will see what happens. There promises, you know, obviously you guys know Adzennies will be there. That's obviously a given. But I really do hope they can somehow make something for Onimaru. Something there. We can just draw it. That's true, but you know, seeing his little model make a little cameo in the audience or something would be cute. But I guess it just depends on budget and time and stuff. But yeah, anyway, I think for today this might be a shorter stream as well, just because I do have a few things to prepare for tomorrow's hand cam and for 3D and for a bunch of other things coming up as well. Yeah. So many exciting days lined up. There is a lot of exciting days coming up, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow we do have a hand cam. If you guys want me to sign your name on an actual in real life card for like and some fancy writing and everything, I will be doing that tomorrow. If you can't make it to the stream, the waiting room is open, and you guys can just look at the rules first before you do anything in the description. And if you want, you can send supers to that early on in the pre-chat if you can't make it to the stream, and I'll still write off your names for those who do it. You can also, if you want, gifting names to others is also okay. Make sure you include all of the information in the super chat itself, so it's much easier for me to find. But yeah, I can't wait. It should be a really fun handcam stream tomorrow. I don't know how long it's gonna go for, but we will see. Should be lots of fun. Cracking my knuckles to make more name timestamps. Well, anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Thank you so much for joining me for today. I will get everything ready, but yeah, honestly, yeah, we'll end it here for tonight. I do need a bunch of rest because making bracelet tomorrow, yes, we're going to be customizing my birthday bracelet tomorrow and doing name signings as well, so should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. But until then, please take care of yourself. If you're new here, I am Altus Zendoji, your true blue Oni of first age production and second generation Ravenous. If you enjoy comfy streams, hot man cuteness and all of that, smash that like button, subscribe, click the bells and save for notifications. Join memberships where I emote more, stream Oni no Utage. Or stream my Oni no Utage cover. Get ready for the new Lamentus Boys coming out on Sunday. And get ready for my 3D debut coming out very soon. On 1st of November, 9 PM PDT, or 2nd of November, 1 PM JST as well. Make sure you check the waiting room is open as well, so you can double check what the date is in your time zone as well, and it's also in the pinned comment. But if you guys in chat, a big Otsu Oni. I will see you guys tomorrow in 14-ish hours. Coolest baby, so cute. Squishes Chi. He appreciates it. He does like cuddles and head pats and cheek squishes and everything. But I will see you guys later. Don't forget to hydrate, stretch, eat something nice, take care of yourself both physically and mentally. And until our next adventure, adventurers, roll out. Bye bye. A big thank you to everyone who wrote any of the fanfics for today. I really do appreciate all of the submissions. And take care, guys. Bye bye.